It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Carolina's offense comes onto the field first today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David's both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Moving out of the pocket. Hauls it in. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
They make the stop. He'll have enough yardage for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field, and you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working with perfection.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the line.
Just steamrolling the defense. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football,
Breaks it in the open. And the first guy couldn't get it, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the first down, and he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Seminoles are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, and 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Off play action. Makes the grab. Got some room, heads at the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, You just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Got it in the middle. It's Worthy. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Worthy. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field's clear.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Buys a little extra time. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They booted away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on second down. Rushes on him. This time on target.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. Zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll throw it. Back open in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
To the air on second down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Jackson. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big, wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and
he puts a lot of air run with down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Noles send out the punt unit.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First down. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up the first down like they did right there.
Myers on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Worthy. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fakes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
Man, I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Firing to the right, complete. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. .25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, no! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He's in open space downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Direct snap. It's Worthy. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The screen, he can go. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball.
Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
You run the slant route day 1, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
2nd down, he'll throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Working the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas is dominating this one, and you can bet the good folks in Denton are loving every aspect of this offense. They're up by 19 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Worthy. Turning it on! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish.
Wide open on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all. The house just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
No gain on the play.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Really nice job by the defense. 3rd and short, the whole menu's open, but they were ready. They saw the pass coming, tight coverage in the back end, and the quarterback had no choice but to throw the football away.
They're going to run it. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
1st and 10 from their own 13. To the air on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. They get to him as he throws.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Gilliam. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. He's got an open man. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.